I mean, look, let's talk about the elephant in the room. The biggest news that dropped today. Your boy.
That's shenanigans.
Well, yeah,
That's straight up shenanigans.
So your boy Kyler Murray gets a 5-year, $230 million, $160 million guaranteed contract from the Arizona Cardinals.
30.5 to just slightly be ahead of Watson's 230.
So go ahead, Nick. Tell us how you feel about it, bro.
That it ain't my money. 0-1 in the playoffs, 2 straight late season collapses. I get these quarterbacks are getting paid, and that's the market value.
Yeah.
I would rather move on and get somebody who doesn't collapse. I know he's young. I know he's young, but I don't see it. I don't. I got him beneath Lamar. Lamar slightly ahead of him, so Lamar's probably going to come in around 245, 250, I would assume. But man, prepare for mediocrity, Arizona. That's all I'm going to say. Prepare for mediocrity. That's my best analysis of that contract. Like
already mediocre. You're already there. You're already there.
You're going to be 6 to 9 wins. I don't know. I don't. It scares me as somebody who has a young quarterback. What the hell we're going to have to pay him, because it just seems like even if you are not great, you're getting 45, 50 million a year now. And 2 years from now, when it's time to pay Zach, I'm petrified what it's going to be.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is fair to have your reservations. Detroit Mel, how you feel about the contract, man?
I don't agree with Nick. I think he's overpaid for him. Now I'm always an advocate for the player. Get your bread. Mm-hmm. So I ain't mad at that. But we just talking about just as him as a player, what he put on the field. I don't see it. I don't see him being worth getting more into shine for what he put on the field. I mean, he goes on the street and then he just disappears. Mm-hmm. And it's been evident year after year that that's what he's been doing. So for someone that, like, to use Nick's words, that's mediocre, why would you pay him that much money? I understand you may lose him, but is it worth keeping him? If it's gonna stunt the growth of your franchise, then why keep him? What do you say? As long as it's
I see nothing wrong with this comment.
Whatever.
Banging moms, throwing bombs. Welcome to
that. Yeah, so I think it's gonna stunt the growth of your team in the long run. I rather be hindered for a short period of time to grow for the future than to be hindered for a long period of time. Because he's a young guy, so he gonna be there for a minute.
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys a question. Do you think this contract helps Arizona the next 5 years, or do you think this is going to hurt them more in the next 5 years?
It's going to hurt them.
I agree.
So I mean, you already look at they're not in a big market, so they don't have a lot of money to give out like other teams. They don't.
But the NFL shares the money. The content television money.
You can't draw people to Arizona like you can to New York. California team and stuff like that. Free agents ain't running to Arizona, so you're not gonna have to pick a litter. So then on top of that,
I don't think nobody's running to Arizona, not because of actual location, because Arizona's beautiful.
I know. I'm saying because of the team.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
And the market itself. You still gotta consider the market. When you look at the state, the state itself is a nice state. I love Phoenix. What I'm saying is, no one's going to that market. No one's running to that market of Arizona. So it's like Green Bay. I mean, Green Bay is cold as hell. Nobody running to Green Bay. A lot of times they get people because I don't want to go see what Aaron Rodgers. I want to play Aaron Rodgers. I want to play with Brett Favre or whoever they may have. But as far as like running to Green Bay, I ain't running to Green Bay. It's too cold. Welcome to New Jersey, where banging miles happen on a regular basis in the hood.
Yeah, I don't even need to be the hood. That shit's in the suburbs too. I'm a people guy, man. These women are lonely, even when they're married.
She is that though, or go down to Fayetteville.
Yeah, for Vietnam or something else.
Yeah,
shout out to turning 50 today.
Oh really?
Oh wait, no. Jeter was trolling him. He's not 50.
So look, I'll say this, and I'm gonna play a little bit of devil's advocate, just a little bit.
All right, go ahead.
So Kyler Murray's rookie season, Cardinals go 5-10-1.
Okay.
Sophomore season, they go 8-8.
Okay.
What they start? They had good record.
I hear you. I hear Nick. I hear you. I'm with you on all those points. Last year they go 9-5, make a playoff appearance. And I'm with you guys 100%. The problem is I have with Kyler Murray, and this is the part where I agree with you guys the most at. He's part of the reason why they collapse in the second half. He's part of it. He can't stay healthy towards the back half of the season. It hinders his play because, especially last year, back half of that season, he was having ankle issues, things like that. And when you got a guy that's mobile like him, and I'll give Kyler Murray his credit, he's more pass first than run first, but he is a threat, and he's a damn good threat at running the ball. And so that hinders his play. Turnovers happen, bad throws happen, and that's the second half of the season. And we all know if you're playing bad in the second half of the season and you carry that into the playoffs, it's not going to turn out good for you. And that's what happened. They had a terrible game against the Rams. And quite honestly, they were actually in the game. Kyler Murray threw a couple of bad passes, bad interceptions, and that pretty much turned the tide for him.